Sit here, look.
Oh, sorry. I'll be better. Sit here. Today's Tuesday, July 9th, 2013. At 12 o'clock. I'm here with, what's your name, sir?
Nicholas Ortiz.
Nicholas. You go by Nicholas or Nick? What do you want me to call you?
Nick.
Nick? Cool. Okay. That's good. That's what I've been calling you. And what's your date of birth? I know we've already been over all this stuff, but just to get some of the formalities out of the way.
It's 11/01/94.
Just turned 18, huh?
Yeah.
Do you know your social security number?
I don't.
No? And what's your current address?
I think it's 30 Feather Catcher Road.
Do you have a cell phone number?
It's 913-0654.
Did you get a new one?
Yeah.
You know, before it was some, I can't remember what it was. Was it a 3-1?
I don't even know. I've gone through so many cell phones.
Have you?
Yeah.
Lose him or what?
Break them.
Alright, man. Just to let you know before we get things going here, you know, we obviously did bring you here, and you are free to go whenever you want to. If you want to stop talking, that's perfectly fine, okay?
Okay.
And we'll give you a ride back up to your house. That's not an issue. So at any point during the interview, you want to stop, leave, whenever it may be, just let me know, okay?
Alright.
Sound good?
Sound good.
Still want to talk to me?
Yep.
Alright. So you just turned 18, huh?
Yes, sir.
You doing good for your 18th birthday?
Nothing special.
Okay. And we met last time, I think it was at Milwaukee PD.
Yeah.
I want to say that's probably the only time that I've ever met you.
Mm-hmm.
So what you been up to since then?
My what?
What you been up to since then?
Nothing. Just trying to get a job, staying clean of the bud and all that. Just hanging out with friends, pretty much.
Trying to keep your record clean, huh?
Yeah. Tired of being in trouble.
Remember last time you had a tattoo you were covering up. Did you get that thing done? Still halfway?
Yeah, it's still halfway.
So you got some more ink though. Where you getting that stuff done at?
My friend's town.
Good deal. What's that stand for? Anything or just looks cool?
Yeah, well, I had found it on the internet and it was it had 2 roses right here and nothing back here, but he changed it up for me. So
That's cool. Did you have something on your other arm too?
no, just now.
You got the south side halfway covered up the one.
Yeah, I gotta get it finished, but it hurts.
Does it?
Yeah.
So you've been running any of those guys since I talked to you last? I think we talked last. Was it last May? Walker says it's been a little over a year since I talked to you.
It's been a while.
You've been seeing any of those guys that
Mm-hmm.
I know at some point you.
Well, Eric and them I used to hang out with a little bit.
Yeah. Zubia? Or,
Yeah, Zubia. But not anymore.
When's the last time you seen them?
I'd say a good 5 months.
Okay. Who was all in that gang up there? I know there was you. Because you got ranked in, right?
Yeah.
You did the whole, what was it, 13 seconds or something?
Mm-hmm. It was me, Jose,
Jose
Eric,
Roybal?
Yeah, Jose Roybal, Eric, and Mario. That's it.
And Eric and Mario were the brothers up there?
Yeah.
So there's just the 4 of you?
Is it what?
Just the 4 of you guys up
Oh
there?
yeah, just the 4 of us.
When's it been, how long has it been since you've seen the Zuby brothers?
It's been a while. I'd say when my friend just had his baby, so I'd say like a good 6 months, 5-6 months.
So you've seen them since
That stuff happened.
when did you move to Feathercatch? Let's see what that time.
Let's see. Honestly, I don't remember. I'd say
So you guys have moved there around the time that we talked to you last.
yeah, if we moved there like maybe a few months before you guys went and talked to us, so we've lived there for a while.
So you've seen the Zubias since then?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about, who's the other person? Jose?
Yeah.
When's the last time you seen him?
I saw him at a gas station. But I didn't talk to him.
When was that?
A month ago, maybe. Around there.
You guys don't get along anymore?
No.
Because I know there was some tension between the getting ranked out and all that stuff last time we talked to you. I don't know if you actually got ranked out or not.
No, I didn't get ranked out, but I don't consider myself part of the gang anymore. I don't like that life anymore. It's not for me.
Especially if you're trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Where have you been trying to get a job at?
I've tried the Sopapilla factory, the supermarket, and the Buffalo Thunder.
Nothing at all three, huh? You know why?
They say that just because I'm not fully Indian, that I can't.
Oh, no kidding. So what are you native at all?
I'm half Mohawk from New York.
And that's not enough for them, huh?
Guess not.
They want more than half. And your dad, he works over at Cities, so does he have to be native as well?
Well, he's been working at the Camel Rock since he was 18, so he gets good recommendations from any casino.
Also, Camel Rock and Cities they're kind of the same, owned by the same company?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the Pueblo?
Okay.
Yeah, so.
You should just get a job there.
Yeah, I
That'd
would.
be
It'd be nice.
Make some money. Alright. Well, Nick, to be honest with you, the reason that we're talking today is, and I'm going to be straight up with you. I was last time we talked in Milwaukee, and that's what I am. I'm going to be straight up with you. I respect you, and I hope you give me the same.
Yeah, of course.
Your name has come up quite a bit. We're talking in reference to the Ortiz homicide, which happened a little over 2 years ago in 2011. And I know we had talked to you a few times about it, and the reason for calling you in today to come talk to us is to try and clarify some of the things, because I have bits and pieces. I didn't interview you the first time, and the last time was just to get a little bit of information from you that we came across to see what you knew. So I'm hoping that you can run me by pretty much what happened. And I just in reading the reports, and like I said, I haven't talked to you about it, is I know you were in the backyard of Lloyd's, and I don't know the time frame before it actually happened.
Yeah.
Try to remember that whole instance if you can, and give me as many details as you can. And I know you remember it because you talked to us about it.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty fresh in your mind, but I want you to be able to just try and give me as much detail as you can about what you can remember that day, or that night, or whatever you remember.
Okay. Well, I have been staying a few nights at my girlfriend's house, which lives just down the road. I don't know if you know her name, Whitney. But her mom had came home, so I couldn't be there. So
let me try and make sense of that a little bit. You said that you were staying there for a few days.
Yeah.
And her mom came home. Did she not stay there every night?
Well, she just goes to her boyfriend's for a few nights.
Okay.
So she usually calls me so I can go spend some time with her.
Whitney does?
Yeah.
Okay.
And her mom came home, so she didn't want me to be caught there, and I didn't want to be either. So
you and your mom
we don't really get along.
Don't get along. What happened?
At one point we had been getting along, but young relationships, you break up every so often, every now and then. And with us, it was quite a bit, so she doesn't really like me for that reason.
She didn't respect you pretty much?
Not really.
How did that make you feel?
I can understand, I guess, from her point of view, I could understand, so I don't really blame her. But I had wrecked, you guys probably know this, but I had wrecked a truck for boyfriend, and since then she completely hates me, so I stay away from her as much as possible.
So that was kind of the icing on the cake, was wrecking the truck?
Yeah. And
that was before this time that you were actually staying at her house?
It was after.
So you're staying at her house, and you stayed there for a few days.
Yeah.
And then her mom came home from the boyfriend's, and how'd you know she was coming home?
She called her. She told her that she was bringing dinner and stuff.
Okay.
So she told me that I had to leave.
Who did, Whitney or
yeah.
What's her mom's name?
Diana, I think her name is.
What's her last name? Is it the same as Whitney's?
Yeah, Martinez.
I think Martinez. No, where do they live at?
They live just down the road from Robert and them.
Okay. So driving past the dirt road that goes in front of Robert's, like the main dirt road that goes through there and it kind of dead ends at the end, you have to turn around. Does she live on that road?
Yeah.
Or do you have to turn again?
No, you keep going. When you take that right where the bridge is.
Yeah.
You go straight down the road. You pass Robert's house. You pass like a couple more houses, and off to the right is her house. There's a stop sign that's right next to it.
So she lives right there at the stop sign?
Yeah.
Because there's a yard that's got a kind of a fenced-in property. I think it's on the left though. But you're talking the other side on the right?
Yeah.
Right next to the stop sign, because this one's kind of further back.
There's wooden posts with barbed wire going around it. So
yeah.
that's where it's at.
And that's where she lives at. She lives with her dad too?
No, her dad passed away.
So it's just her mom.
Her and her brother.
Her Whitney's brother?
Yeah.
How old's her brother?
13, 14? I'm not too sure exactly.
And how old is Whitney now?
She's 17. She's gonna be 18 in October.
And they're still there?
Yeah.
And you guys still together, if you don't mind me asking? You are?
Yeah.
Okay. So, to be honest with you, how's it working out?
The relationship?
With the mom and...
Oh, the mom, she doesn't know. We're gonna tell her when she turns 18. That way she doesn't try to make us stop seeing each other.
Trying to keep it quiet?
Yeah.
So how do you guys see each other?
We don't really. We meet at the wellness center every now and then, so we go swimming and stuff, but that's pretty much it.
So you guys are just hanging out until she's 18?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. So you guys, she calls, Whitney says, hey, I'm bringing home dinner. Does she know that you're there?
Her mom? No.
No? Then what?
And then I left, and I was walking up towards my Eric's house. Zubia?
You were walking towards Eric's house?
Yeah.
You
I was going
were
to his
by there?
house.
Oh, you were going there? Okay.
Yeah, I was going to his house, and I heard music coming from Robert's house. And I don't know if you guys know, but Steven used to have this room just with drums and a big old sound system and all that. So I thought it was coming from his room, so I went back there, up the fence, and they came outside, and I got scared, so I hid. And I guess they found me. That's pretty much it.
So when you went over, were you walking down the main road?
Yeah.
That goes in back?
Yeah.
And then you thought you heard something come from Robert's room?
Well, I'm pretty sure it was coming from his house, but I guess I was mistaken.
Okay. So as you walked closer to Robert's house, how did you walk? Did you walk like through their yard? Because there's a road that goes past their houses and goes all the way to the end.
Yeah, that's where I was walking.
There's a guy that lives down there. So you walked down that main road?
Yeah.
And then at what point did you turn towards Steven's drum room? I mean, I guess I just don't know how you walk there, is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, you know how you're going up the road, like if you're leaving El Rancho, or leaving that main road, and you know how you turn left to go into the property, and then there's that road that goes all the way down.
Right.
Well, I was going all the way down that road, and I didn't think they were home. Steven's mom and dad, I didn't think they were home, so I went all the way around the fence, hopped the fence to where the drum room is, and that's when they came out and found me.
So when you said you walked all the way around the house, did you walk past the house?
Yeah.
Like past the camper, past the garage, past everything?
Yeah. And then I just went around.
And then went around the backside?
Yeah.
So you never went, do you remember, was that, because Lloyd had a gate there, he had I don't know if it was green or whatever
Yeah,
it was a big gate. Was that thing closed?
Yeah, it was closed.
And then you didn't jump over that, you went around?
Yeah.
So you get around the backside of the property, and then which part of the fence did you go over? Because I think that place was like a compound, there was fences everywhere. Which part of the fence did you go across?
Well, there's a big wooden fence with posts all around it, like half. I guess you could say trees.
Okay. Let me draw a little map of the Ortiz property and just kind of show me how you got over the fence. 30 yards is pretty much like this. There's some garages and stuff over here, and there's a bunch of sheds right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking? This is that main road that you walk through.
Yeah.
And then there's a kind of a fence right here. This is that green fence that I was telling you about, that gate. And then Steven's drum room is right here, right?
Yeah. The fence that I jumped is right next to the drum room, right next to it.
So there's fence literally that goes around the whole property?
Yeah.
Is that my understanding?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the fence here. What part of the fence did you go over?
Like right here, I'd say.
Just want to put an X wherever you went over.
Right next to the drum room.
And how did you get over the fence? Because there's nothing on the other side of that, right? Or was there?
Not
Just
really.
cinder blocks, and did you step on anything?
There's just they have like a patio kind of over there.
A patio back here?
Yeah, where the drum room is. So because they grew flowers and stuff, I guess.
So what I'm saying is you walked around like this, right?
Yeah,
Around the
whole
backside.
property.
And then you went up and over here.
Mhm.
What I'm asking is how did you get up on the fence?
We just climbed it.
Did you step on anything?
No, I'm really good at climbing, so I just grabbed on, jumped up, just hopped over.
Okay. So you didn't step on anything? You didn't?
No.
Did you break anything?
I don't think so. Not that I remember. I might have, but not that I remember.
Okay. And then you landed right here,
Mm-hmm.
right in front of the X, obviously. Did you
Right
land on
where
that
the-
patio, you said?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, I can't remember exactly how Lloyd's, there's like the house is here. And there's like a porch, and then was there a gate right here, like there's a fence? When I was out there, there's like a little short fence that goes through the property right here.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is.
Do you remember, were you on this side of the fence or that side?
I was on this side. Like, there's a fence that cuts the drum room and all that off because they had dogs.
Right.
So it cuts off that whole little part from the patio and all that. I mean, from the porch and the
So
sliding
you were
door.
on this side, you had to go over that fence?
No, I didn't have to go over the
You
fence.
didn't? So you're back here, and then at what point you said Lloyd?
Well, I heard them coming, so I hid behind one of the things where they glue the flowers and all that. I hid behind it. I was crouched up, kind of like
Like
that.
a flow? Was it a pot or what was it?
Not really. I'd say it was like from here, probably a little bit more. It was like this, all the way around.
Okay.
And it
Was
came-
it this tall?
No, it came off about this much to the ground. And then they were growing. They had like 3 or 4 of them, I think, and they were growing flowers in them. And I just hid behind one of them.
Okay. What time was this at?
It was already getting dark, so I'd say around maybe 6 or 7. Pretty late in the day.
Do you remember what? Do you remember what day it was?
I don't.
Time frame? Because we were called up to the house June 19th, Sunday, Father's Day, and obviously we know it was before that.
Mm-hmm.
How long before that? Do you remember?
I'd say like a month.
Month.
Yeah.
And so you're here, and you hear who coming out of the house or on the side?
Well, I just heard the sliding door open. And I panicked.
To this house?
Yeah.
Sliding door? Okay. So you hear the sliding door open, you panic, and then you hide behind one of the flower boxes, I guess
Yeah.
we'll call it. So you hide behind one of the flower boxes, and then does anybody come out of the house?
Yeah. I heard Robert and his grandpa come out of the house.
Okay. So Robert, who came out first?
I didn't see. All I know is it popped up from behind the thing, and we were both there.
So you're hiding here, and you hear him come up, and then at what point do you decide that you said you scared him?
Yeah.
What point did you decide to do that?
Well, they were coming my way anyway, and they were gonna find me, so I just came out.
Did you get it up?
Yeah.
So then, what'd you do?
Nothing. They had their suspicions of what I was doing back there, and I told them I thought I heard Steven's music, and I was coming to hang out with him because I do that every now and then. Well, I used to, and they just yelled at me for a little bit, and then everything cooled down. We went inside, we smoked some weed, and then we went back to Robert's house.
So what were they doing out there?
Robert and them?
Yeah. I mean, did they hear you or?
Yeah, because their dogs started barking a lot. They have like 2 or 3 dogs, so they started barking as soon as I jumped the fence.
Okay.
And
Did you have anything with you?
just my phone, I'd say.
I mean, you stayed at Whitney's for three days at that time. What did you have with you? What did you carry with you?
Nothing, just my phone.
Okay. So did you leave the stuff at her house that you packed, or
I didn't.
assuming you brought stuff with you?
I didn't pack anything.
So you didn't have anything with you?
No.
Okay. At any point going around this house, did you try and look over the fence, look through the fence, try and verify that Steven was in there, check if lights were on or anything?
I mean, I could still hear the music, and I was almost certain it was coming from his thing because I could still hear it pretty strong.
So you didn't have to stand on anything to look over to verify? I mean, stand on this gate over here, nothing? Okay. Alright, so they catch you, you see him come in your direction, you give it up,
Yeah.
and then they hollered at you, and then who did, Lloyd or Robert or both?
Lloyd.
What did Robert say?
Robert didn't really say anything. He was already all high at the time, so I don't think he.
Really?
Yeah.
So then who invited you inside?
Lloyd?
Lloyd?
I just told him the truth that I thought I heard Steven's music playing, and I was just coming to hang out with him. And he kept asking me what I was doing, and that was my same answer at the time. maybe we went back inside and smoked a little bit. And then me and Robert left to his house. That's pretty much it.
Fair enough. Did you guys do anything else at
Robert's?
Lloyd's? Yeah.
Oh, at
Not
Lloyd's? Mm-mm.
Where'd you guys smoke at?
In the living room?
On the couch?
Yeah.
Alright, and then Robert says, hey, let's go over to my house. What'd you guys do over there?
Well, we talked a little bit because I had just got LinkedIn around that same time.
Okay.
So we were talking about that, and he was telling me how stupid it was, and I was telling him no, that they're my brothers, and always have my back and stuff like that. Just having our own little conversation. And then Robert's mom had made us dinner,
Okay.
and we ate a little bit, and I remember I was talking a little bit crap about, Kata,
Mm-hmm.
her boyfriend, and he was in that same room, and I guess I didn't know he was in there, so I was talking pretty loud, and he came out, and I guess I got a little scared. So.
And then you took off, or where'd you go
Oh.
after that?
We had finished dinner and all that, and I talked to Robert a little bit more, and then I went home.
Remember what you ate?
Hot wings or something like that, bratwurst or hot wings. Not too sure exactly.
Have you been back to either of the houses since?
No, they don't like me at all.
Who doesn't?
None of them.
Like Lloyd and Dixie and Steven didn't like you?
They had sent me Kata had sent me a couple texts after that day saying that she can't believe what I did and that they treated me like I was family and all that. And I didn't go back or talk to them ever since.
So why'd they send you those texts? What
Just
did they like about you?
I guess they thought I was trying to steal from them because they grew pot plants in the back.
Who did?
Lloyd and Dixie. They had a license too, and I guess they thought I was trying to steal from them or something.
Lloyd and Dixie? Did Lloyd ever disrespect you?
No, not really.
How about Steven or Dixie?
Well, Steven had his anger problems every now and then, and I played jokes and he'd overreact, but that's not his fault. And Dixie, no, she was always nice to me. She was sweet.
So that night that they caught you in the backyard, Lloyd didn't disrespect you?
No, he yelled at me for being back there, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's his property. I had no business back there, but that's pretty much it.
So you didn't have any
Hard feelings, you know?
feelings after that?
No, I could understand. I mean, if I found somebody in my backyard without my permission or letting me know, I'd have done the same thing he did.
So what about Sheree and Jesse? Why wouldn't they like you? Where did that come from that you were trying to steal? I guess is my question.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've never stole from them. I mean, I take buds every now and then, just little buds that I take home and smoke for myself, but I never stole anything major from them, like money or anything.
From who did you take that stuff from?
The weed?
Mm-hmm.
From all of them, actually.
From Lloyd, Dixie, Steven, Sheree, Jesse, Kata, Robert?
Yeah, because they all had weed, all of them. They grew it, all of them grew it. So I just take a little bit of bud every now and then. Not a lot, but just like maybe a dub, a gram.
Mm-hmm. So when did they catch on to that? I mean, did they catch on?
No, they never caught on.
But they thought you were? Did they ever ask you about it?
No, never.
So how were you guys under the understanding that they didn't like you? Because it seems to me like, because I remember you used to, who'd you live with? You lived with Jesse and Sheree?
Yeah, I did
At one point for a little while?
Yeah.
You know, it seems like you guys had a pretty good relationship.
We did.
I remember reading that, everybody would give you kind of money to go do whatever you needed to do.
They
What
helped me out.
was the turning point where,
Everything went bad?
yeah, I mean, what happened?
When they caught me back there, I guess, I don't know, they must have had a talk or something. Lloyd and Dixie had a talk with Sheree and Jesse, and I guess it just escalated from there, and they didn't want me there anymore.
But you actually don't know the reason.
I mean, I'm almost certain that it's because I was back there without their permission and all that, but
Yeah, I get that.
yeah. But other than that, I have no idea.
Okay. Just seems kind of strange,
Yeah.
That you guys are just under the same understanding, but nobody actually said don't come back here. Because it seemed like afterwards.
Well, they did. They told me not to go back after that. In one of those texts that Kata had sent me, they said, "Don't come back ever again. We don't want you here. We don't trust you."
So did Robert tell Sheree and Jesse that they caught you guys back there, or caught you guys there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Or he did.
And then they just kind of lost respect for you.
Yeah, I don't blame him really.
Have you seen them since?
I see him here and there, like at the supermarket and all that. It's a small town, so it's easy to run into each other. But I never talked to him or anything.
What's that like? Do they look at you? Do they?
Yeah, they look at me and they whisper to each other and talk crap, but I just ignore it.
So what do you think of that? You agree with that? I mean,
Um,
something so small you should be able to forget it, right?
yeah, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I don't blame them for having their secrets and their hate towards me and all that, so I just ignore it and brush it off my shoulders. And there's nothing I can do about it. If I go and try and talk to them, they're just gonna ignore me or who knows what, so I don't even try.
Okay. So now you can see why your name keeps coming.
Yeah, I understand why
Back into
my
this.
name keeps coming up. I really do, but there's nothing I could tell you guys that I haven't before, really.
Okay. So, well, actually you can, because I haven't really talked to you on a lot of it. So that's
Okay.
why I'm asking you some of the same stuff over and over, is because,
Just to clarify.
yeah, and as you know, I became a case agent on this case. The other agent that was here went to a different position with the state, so I took it over and I just want to do some of my own interviews.
Oh, okay.
You know, kind of catch up on some stuff with you.
Yeah.
One of the other things I want you to run through is, do you remember what you were doing? Obviously, you remember finding out about what happened to Lloyd, Dixie, and Steven. Do you remember what you did the day before and the day of, up until you found out? I mean, what was your day like then? I know it's a couple years ago and stuff, but it's,
the day it happened or the day before?
well, you tell me, whatever you know, whatever you can remember.
Well, the day before, me and I wasn't really enemies with Jose and them.
So you weren't enemies?
No.
And you are now?
Yeah, we are now.
You consider yourself enemies?
Oh, I know we're enemies. Yeah.
Okay.
But the day before it happened, me and him were just been hanging out, just normal stuff, drinking a little bit, getting high, just stuff like that, hanging out at his house. And the day after, I'm pretty sure it was Father's Day. I'm not too sure exactly, but we had me and my family went up to my grandparents. We had a barbecue and just all that for my grandpa and my dad and my uncle. And the day after we went home from the barbecue and all that, I got a ride to Whitney's, and I spent the rest of the day over there.
Okay. Where'd you get a ride from to Whitney's?
Honestly, I don't really remember. I think I had my parents drop me off in El Rancho, and then there's a shortcut you could take through the river that leads exactly to her house.
Okay.
So I walked through there.
So you walked from where to Whitney's?
You know where Home Run Pizza is? It's right by the Cities of Gold, by the middle school.
Oh, okay.
Right there. I walked along the back roads until I found that shortcut in the river, and then I just walked through there.
So you said your parents gave you a ride to El Rancho, or from El Rancho,
Not two.
and then you walked from there to Whitney's?
Yeah.
Where does this Home Run Pizza come in?
It's like right at the beginning of
No, but I mean, you walked from there to where your parents picked you up?
No, I had him drop me off at Home Run Pizza because that's like the very first part of El Rancho.
Okay.
And then from there, I walked on the back roads all the way to the river, and then I walked to her house.
Okay. So your parents actually brought you. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
You said you hung out with Jose the day before.
Because I remember that I was hanging out with him and he was taking me home, and on the highway we just seen, like, I can't even tell you how many cops passing by and ambulances just driving into our
When was that?
Like the day or what do you mean exactly?
Well, yeah. When did you see the cops and ambulance and stuff?
I'm not too sure exactly what day, but it was getting pretty late. It was like 9 or 10.
But I mean, is that the day that you were hanging out with Jose?
Oh yeah, it was the day I was hanging out with him.
So the day you hung out with him, I'm assuming is the day before, so it would be Saturday. Sunday was Father's Day. When did you go to the barbecue? Was that on Father's Day?
Yeah, it was Father's Day.
So Father's Day, you said your grandma?
Yeah.
Grandparents? Where's your grandparents live at?
In Santa Fe, you know where Walmart is on Spiros Road?
Yeah.
Right. It was like there's a little neighborhood right across from Walmart,
Uh-huh.
and it's down there.
So you were there Sunday.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you guys wake up and go right away?
Yeah. Because we had made plans like a couple days before, because we knew Father's Day was coming up.
Okay.
So we all made plans to have a barbecue and stuff.
So Sunday, you guys get up, and you're living behind. Where were you living at that time?
I don't remember exactly. We were either living at, you know, where we used to live by the car wash?
In Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Huh?
We were,
Was it 502?
Huh?
Is it 502 that road?
I really don't know the road. I'm not too sure, but
It's one of Los Alamos, right? That road.
Yeah, that. It was either there, or it was, I'm not too sure. It was either there, or, where did we live before? Oh yeah, where I live now in Cuyamunga, there's this house, as soon as
Where
you,
we picked you up from today?
not there, there's this house you go, around that neighborhood. You,
Yeah.
you cross the bridge and you turn slightly to the right, and there's this little road that leads up to a house.
Okay, so you live back there
We did, yeah.
around the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were at the car wash first, behind the car wash, excuse me, and then you went to the house you just explained, and then you went to where you're at now?
Yeah.
So is that the order of them?
Yeah.
Okay. The day of, I get where you were, you were at the barbecue stuff. Now, the day before, that's when you were with Jose?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to remember the time frames that you were with him, kind of that sort of thing.
I know I was there pretty early because I went over to his house and I had woken him up, but I don't remember the exact time. But I remember it was around 9 or 10 because it was already pretty late. It was
In the morning?
No,
Or at night?
At night. It was around 9 or 10 at night.
Okay.
And because I remember it was pretty dark, and you could see the sirens from way down the highway.
What were the lights and sirens going to? Do you know?
You
just saw 'em?
Yeah, they were coming up the highway.
So let me just kind of skip around a little bit. The day that you went to the barbecue, when you came home, did you do anything after that?
I freshened up a little bit, changed my clothes, and just went to Whitney's house
Okay. So now you didn't hang out with Jose
that day.
on Sunday at all.
No, not at all.
Saturday, you guys did.
Yeah.
What did you do in the morning?
The morning of Saturday?
Well, you said you went to Jose's, at 9, 10 o'clock at night?
No, I came home around that time. He was giving me a ride home then.
Okay, I'm kind of confused now. So,
Saturday.
Where were you guys at during the day? You were hanging out with him during the day?
Yeah, I was hanging out with him pretty early. Cause,
Like, what's early?
I'd say like 10, 11 in the morning.
So, Saturday, 10, 11 in the morning, until
9 or 10 at night.
you were with him the full 12 hours?
Yeah, the whole day.
Okay. At that point, and I know everybody's got phones and stuff like that. Did you call each other or text him or anything during that time?
During that whole day?
Well, yeah, when you guys were together.
No, I just showed up over there.
Okay. Sort of over where? At his
Jose's
house?
Yeah.
In the morning, you said?
Mhm.
Okay, so from 10 to 10 you were with Jose, and then what'd you do after that, after 10 p.m.?
I just went home and watched a few movies, and I knew I had to wake up early for the barbecue, so I just passed out.
Okay. And what time was the barbecue at?
I really don't remember. I'm guessing around 1.
So what time do you have to wake up at?
Like 10 o'clock?
That's early?
Well, in my house it is.
So, 10 p.m., you leave Jose's?
Yeah.
How'd you leave Jose's? Did somebody bring you somewhere? Did you
Yeah,
walk?
well, he owned a purple Honda, so he gave me a ride
So Jose drove you to where?
to my house.
Okay. Do you remember looking at a clock or anything when you got home? Was anybody home?
Yeah, everybody was home.
Everybody.
My mom, my dad, and my 3 sisters.
So you were home from 10 p.m. until
The next day.
When you left?
Until the next day around 10 in the morning.
So you didn't do anything with Jose that night?
Not really.
What do you mean not really? Because I know you guys were together at night.
Yeah, we were together at night, but we had just been.
After 10 p.m. you guys were together.
Oh no.
Because I'll be honest with you, we've already talked to Jose.
Mhm.
I know what you guys did that night. I know what you guys did when you left Jose's house. So, in talking with you, man, I want honesty.
Yeah, I'm being.
I want to be
completely-
able to have somebody look at your statement and say, "Oh, this guy's not full of crap," versus, "Oh, he's not telling the truth on that. He's not telling the truth on anything. Why are we gonna believe this kid?"
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm trying to do for you is clear your name up to what you did, because I know I have other statements about different things that you guys did that night, and I have people that saw it. I have phone records that prove that you were at a certain place after 10 p.m. and it wasn't home. So I'm going to give you the respect right now to go through and back up and tell me your entire day, and I don't want anything left out.
I understand that, but honestly, what I'm telling you is what I remember. I don't.
Well,
it was so long ago. I don't remember.
You're
the exact
remembering 10
times.
p.m. You're remembering 10 a.m. You're remembering that you didn't use your phone during that time frame. We have a lot of stuff on this case. You know, we've been looking into tons of records, tons of documents. I've talked to Jose recently, and I know what went on. You know, and I know that you guys were together after 10 p.m. I know he didn't drive you home at that time, and if he did, you guys left again later. You know, I know you guys were together after that, and I don't want any BS from you, man.
Yeah, I understand.
I didn't bring you from Milwaukee if you're coming and lie to me.
Yeah.
You didn't seek to tell the truth.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
know, I have so much respect for someone that comes in here and tells me, you know, this is the truth what I did that day. I don't care how much trouble I'm in. I don't care anything like that. I want to let you know what I did. That's honesty. That's what I value. I look at that person, I give them the utmost respect, and whatever comes out of that situation, I can look and say, look, this guy was totally honest with me. He didn't BS me. But I have evidence that shows that you're lying to me.
Well,
And I don't want that. I don't want that, dude. You don't need that. I don't need to.
You don't need the
I don't
crap.
need to call you a liar. I don't need anybody else to look at this and say, you know, Nick's a liar.
Yeah.
I don't need that, and you don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't care if whatever you did, if it's illegal, whatever it may be, but your statement and the other people's statement that we talked to, they need to match.
Okay. Well.
And so right now I'm going to give you the opportunity to go back and tell me everything. Because I know you remember a lot more from that night.
Honestly, what I'm telling you is what I remember. I don't remember doing anything after that. I mean, I don't even know if it was that time. Certainly, all I know is that it was because it was already dark, pretty dark. And by the time I got home, everybody was already pretty much passed out. So what I'm telling you is what I remember. I'm not saying what he was telling you is a lie. I'm not saying that at all.
Well, I believe what he said. I believe 100%, 110% what he says. I don't believe you. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't respect what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
I just want the truth.
Well, what I'm telling you is, it may not be the truth, but
Well, it's part of what you guys probably did. You don't know. I don't know.
we hung out. We were drinking a little bit that day. We were smoking, doing just the normal crap. But anything after what I told you, I really don't remember. It was already so long ago that I don't remember what we were doing.
Well, people have been able to recall exactly what you guys did that night. So I know you have a pretty good understanding of what happened. And like I said, this is just your opportunity to tell it to me. I know you guys did some stuff after that. You know, and
Could you maybe, I know you guys aren't supposed to do this, but could you maybe give me an idea or something? Maybe I could clarify. Because really, what I'm telling you, I don't remember.
There's some phone calls that were placed in the area. We did some tower research, and it shows active numbers that are in the community at that time, actively talking on the phone, actively texting back and forth, and it shows all these numbers, and it'll even give us an area where that phone is being used at.
Where it's placed?
Right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking you to clarify is, why you were talking to certain individuals that night, and by certain individuals, I'll tell you who they are.
Okay.
Your phone was very active after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Not by your house. Jose's phone was very active around the house.
Around that time?
And there's one other phone. You know, dude, I'm gonna let you think about this for a minute, and I'm gonna take a break, and hopefully you'll be able to remember some stuff.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't remember anything else after that night.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take a break, and we'll see. We'll come back and go through your day and see if you can remember anything else. All right?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you want any water or anything, man?
Sure. Thanks.
You need to use the restroom?
No, I'm good.
You good? You went back okay?
Alright.
Just think about your day.
Okay.
Try to you
Remember?
puzzle everything together.
Okay.
Alrighty? Work hard on it too.
I will.
Alright? Need to use the restroom then?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Thank you though.
Everything okay, man?
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Okay.
Does it, around that time, does it involve, not Sherry's, Steven's house?
You tell me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is really the only thing I can remember.
Okay.
If I don't know exactly if it was that day. It was around that time though.
Okay.
But we had broken into their house.
Mhm.
Is that it? Well, we had
House.
broken into their house and stole a gun.
Okay.
And that's really, I would say that's the only thing I could remember that might have happened around there that time. Anything else?
So is that the gun that? Who took the gun after that? Let me ask you that.
Who kept the gun after
Yeah.
after we took it? He did.
And you guys sell it? Did he sell it? What happened with the gun?
We had it for a little while because I remember like a couple months, or not a couple months, like a couple days after that, we had a little party at his house, him and his grandparents' house, and this guy Lenny had stolen money from Ashley, and he wanted to take it and go over to Lenny's house and get the money back.
So he was going to use the gun against Lenny?
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me.
And then after that, I don't know what happened to the gun. I never took it home, but he
What kind of gun was it?
It was a 22, a rifle.
22 rifle? Okay. Anybody ever talk to you about that? How did you guys get into? You said this was at Steven's house, right?
Yeah.
How did you guys get into the house?
There was a bathroom window that was open. Climbed into there.
You went in. What time was that at? Dark, light?
Yeah, it was
daytime?
it was late. Everybody was passed out around there.
Was anybody there?
Yeah, they were there.
The Ortizes were there?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you guys get away with the gun?
It was just very, very, very quiet and careful.
So you walked into the house. Who went into the house first of all?
Me.
Just you? So you got into the house through the bathroom window, which was open.
Yeah. It was open about that much, and I just slid it open and popped off the screen.
Okay. And then you went in the house by yourself to get the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Who woke up?
No one. I think if anyone would have woken up, they would have caught me.
So where was the gun at?
In Steven's room, in a gun safe.
Do you remember time frame? And was everybody sleeping?
Yeah, everybody's asleep.
What's their usual pattern? What do you know about when they go to sleep?
I know Steven goes to sleep pretty early. He goes to sleep when it's still a little bit light out. But Lloyd and Dixie, they stay up for a good while.
Okay. So how did you know the gun was in there?
I had been in Steven's room so many times before. I knew it was there.
So how did you guys get there? Let's just talk about the whole scenario. How did you guys get to the house?
Someone drove us there. I don't remember exactly. I think it was in a truck because I remember riding in the back of the truck after we had left.
From whose house?
From Lloyd and Dixie's.
No, I mean before that. How did you guys get to Lloyd and Dixie's?
We came from Jose's house, if I don't recall.
Okay.
If I recall.
And how did you get to Lloyd and Dixie's?
They dropped me off at the. They didn't drive into the yard at all. They dropped me off at the entrance where you turn into Robert's house.
Who's they?
Jose and Brianna. Rival, his cousin.
Okay.
And I walked to their house from there and hopped over the green gate, hopped over the next wooden little fence right there.
So you hopped over the green gate and then the wooden fence.
You keep to your right, and it's right alongside of Cherie's and Robert's house.
Okay.
And there's a little wooden fence just right there so the dogs don't get out.
Right.
And I hopped over that, and then the bathroom window was right there. And I checked it, and it was open.
Okay. And nobody woke up that night? Do you remember, I know you said you don't remember exactly when it was, but do you remember if it was before or after you thought you heard Steven playing in the drum room?
It was before that. I mean, we were still good friends. at
So
that
it
time.
was months before
Um,
June?
I'm not exactly sure, but all I know is we were good friends.
You and who?
All of them. Me, Robert, Cherie, all of them. We're still good friends at that time.
Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Is I just want you to be honest.
Yeah.
Now I know there's another time when you guys were hanging out, and this is the particular day I'm asking of. And you know, I asked you to think about it before we left. This is Saturday, so I know you guys went in and took a gun and was saying them getting rid of it and all sorts of good stuff. And the day before, on the Saturday. Run me through everything that you can remember. Okay, I just want to get this one more time, and don't leave anything out, because I know there's some more stuff that went on that day, into that night, into the following morning even, that you were hanging out with some other people. You know, I don't want you to leave that stuff out.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys stole the gun, I'm not here to jam you up on that.
Yeah.
It's honesty is what you're doing for me. It's not, you know what, Nick told me this, we're hammering on this. That's not what I'm here for. Okay, and I respect you for telling me the truth on it.
Okay.
Which is hopefully the same respect that you give me on Saturday. So why don't we go through Saturday again? And like I said, trying to elaborate on some details, give me more information, whatever you can remember. You know, because I know there's a lot more stuff. And the thing is, Nick, I don't want to have to help you out. I don't want to have to help you telling you what you did that night.
Yeah.
Because I know what you guys did. I know who you were with. I know when you used your cell phone. I know where your cell phone was used. I don't want to have to look at this and say, look, I had to tell him everything that he did that night, and he has absolutely no memory. Because that doesn't get you anywhere. That doesn't get you anywhere with respect for one from anybody. You're just going to look at him and say, the only thing I remember is, yeah, he's not telling the truth. Why am I going to believe this other stuff? Why do I believe that he went and took the 22 when he's lying about something else? You know, so complete honesty on Saturday. That's what I really want. Saturday into Sunday. Because I know you were up pretty late Sunday morning. So I want the whole thing. Fair enough?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Well, Saturday morning, I didn't call them or nothing. I just I went over there. I showed up. I talked to Pam, Jose's mom, for a little bit. She said that Jose was still sleeping. So I went in his room. I woke him up, and we went and got some beer from the Namba station that's right there by the Buffalo Thunder.
Okay.
And we came back and we started drinking for a little while. We were smoking, getting high. I think we even did a little bit of coke. And we just hung out for the entire day, really, at his house. We didn't really do anything after that. Just party a little bit. And then late that night, honestly, late that night, all I remember is him taking me home. I don't remember anything after that.
Why do you think you don't remember?
It was so long ago. I mean, I don't remember. It was years ago.
Could it be because you were so drunk?
I wasn't that drunk. I wasn't that bad. I was buzzed, but I wasn't to the point where I couldn't remember nothing. I couldn't control myself. No, I was, as they say, on my level, which is just like to the point to where you're about to black out, but I wasn't quite there yet. I was still in control of myself. I
How
still
about
remember. We didn't have that much. We only had a dub, which is maybe that much. It lasted us about an hour. So by the time
it was split between both of you.
Yeah, by the time he took me home, it was already gone.
So you guys hang out throughout the day, drink pretty much. Anybody else with you guys?
I know Pam was there, Louie was there. His cousin Ashley, I don't know if you guys know Ashley, she might have been there. I remember she popped up a couple times for the day, but I remember she stayed there the whole day. I don't know.
So obviously you're with him that day, right?
Yeah, I was with him that day.
And this is basically your routine.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, we didn't drink
back
that
in
much.
the day?
Yeah, we didn't drink that much, but we got high pretty much every
How
day.
would you guys get alcohol?
His mom would buy it for us.
His mom? Nobody else?
Well, I mean, his mom, his dad. That's really it. Nobody else would really pull out for us.
So you guys didn't have any issues finding pullers?
No, not really. As long as his parents got a little bit of it, they didn't care.
So, do you guys have like a habit of sending jokes to each other while you guys are together, texting, phone
Mm.
calls?
I don't think so.
Nothing like that? No? If you guys are together, you just say the joke or talk or whatever,
Yeah.
but not through a phone, right?
No, no. I mean, unless it was a joke about his family or something that we didn't want them to hear, then we texted to each other.
And was that common?
Not really. Not
Very
not that much.
unusual.
Yeah, pretty unusual. Other than that, we would just joke joke amongst everybody.
Or say whatever between
Yeah.
in front of anybody.
Everybody had a pretty good sense of humor, so we didn't really care to hide it.
No conversations that you guys wanted to have between you two and nobody else.
I mean, unless we were planning to go steal some money or like that gun that we took, that was just between me and him and Brianna.
And was that done through a cell phone text or?
About breaking into the house? No, we just went into his room and locked the door and talked about it.
Oh, like, so you guys planned it, you know, just speaking.
Yeah.
How often do you talk to Jose? Like on the phone, text?
Nowadays,
Back when this happened a couple years ago. When you guys were,
I would only call and talk to him whenever we were gonna meet up.
okay, so you barely ever talked to him.
Hardly, yeah. On the phone, yeah.
What about, Zubia, what's your,
Eric Zubio?
yeah,
Me and him actually talked quite a bit. We were really, really good friends.
are you?
Yeah.
How about Ashley or Joy Ball? How often did you talk to her?
Well, she kind of had a crush on me, and it was kind of mutual. So whenever I had problems or when I was sad or anything, I would call her and talk to her.
When did you usually talk to her? Like what hours? I mean, would it be normal for you to call her?
It'd be pretty normal. I mean, I talked to her quite a bit.
Like when? What's a good time?
It's all hours of the day, just whenever I needed to talk to her or whenever she needed to talk to me.
What about nighttime?
Nighttime?
You guys ever talk?
Yeah.
5, 6 in the morning?
Oh, no, not that. Unless we would party. Yeah, no.
Well, how about so you and Jose, I'm gonna share it with you. I got
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Was Jose on his phone a lot? You guys were together during 10 to 10?
I don't remember.
Remember? Does he always pick up his phone? And
Yeah,
text you and stuff?
he talks to a lot of people, so he's always on his phone a lot.
Okay. So I'll be honest with you, you didn't text, you didn't call each other on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 9:31 p.m.
You remember where you were at that time?
9:30 around then.
Yeah.
For sure I was at home. If not, I was with Jose.
Well, if you were with him, you guys went to text it, right?
Yeah.
Because on that day,
Mm-hmm.
you texted quite a bit. You had a couple of calls in there too.
Well, like I said, it was a long time ago. I mean, I'm not a.
I think you remember the day a little bit better than you think you do.
Honestly, I don't.
'Cause you
I'm not
guys-
saying that it didn't happen. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I don't remember. I mean, obviously, if you have the evidence right there, then it happened. I'm just saying I don't remember it.
So, was it very common for you guys to do something like that?
Like what?
Like, hang up most of the day at night, end up going home, and you start texting him, he starts answering
would only do that if he got some alcohol or if he got some really good weed or something that he wanted me to try,
Okay.
or if he needed a place to stay or I needed a place to stay or a ride or anything. That's the only reason at that time.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not denying what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't remember.
Well, you know, it's fine that you guys talk or text or whatever it may be, but the fact that, you know, you guys don't talk from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m., I get that because you're with each other.
Yeah.
After that, you guys text each other. You're probably together.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to show you, dude, these are your texts between you and Jose. You're the orange and he's the white. That's how much you guys texted on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Is it surprising?
Not really. I mean, I guess a little bit, but
Well, why does it surprise you?
just because we hardly ever talk that much.
Right. Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be straight up with you. Jose told us what went on that night. And for him to remember something that went on, that you guys obviously had some text conversation,
Mhm.
and for you not to remember anything is, you know, obviously it's something that you probably can't even explain. But what's really concerning is the fact you don't actually recall, right?
Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that really stands out between both yours and Jose's phone
Mhm.
is you called her
Okay.
at 2:08 in the morning, 2:09 in the morning, 2:12, 2:17, 2:18, and 2:19.
And these were all separate calls, or they were? Oh, okay.
I shouldn't say that. Those 6 calls that I just gave you the times,
Yeah.
those are both ways. Some are from you to her, and some are
Yeah.
from her to you.
Okay.
We know what was said during those conversations.
Okay.
This is where you need to start being honest with us. I don't. This is out of the ordinary for your phone.
Mhm.
You know, we know who you hang out with. We know your buddy Troy. We know what he drives. We know your buddy in the expedition. We know all these people. We know a lot of stuff about you.
Okay.
Okay, we've been following you around quite a bit. We know what your normal day is. We know the shit that you get into.
Yeah.
The houses that you go. What you do at those houses. What you do in their driveways. We know all this stuff, all right? We're not following you around because we want to. Okay, this stuff isn't making sense. And
Okay.
people are coming forward with this information, and the people we've talked to are very credible because they're telling us the truth.
Mhm.
And as much as you hate to say it, Jose is one of them.
Yeah.
Jose is one of the people that's being completely honest with what happened.
Okay.
You know, but when you want to sit there and tell me that this is kind of normal, it's not.
No,
This isn't normal for you guys to talk.
yeah.
It's not normal for you to call Ashley at 2:08 in the morning. It's not normal for her to call you back. The reason I know is because I have the records. They're sitting in front of me.
Yeah. I believe you.
It's not normal for you to text Jose,
Yeah, I'm not,
and then you guys not text, which when you told me that you don't text is generally when you're together.
yeah.
There's a time frame that you guys aren't texting.
Yeah, I'm not
You know,
denying it. I'm not-
at 12:30 in the morning on Sunday, you guys stopped texting. And at 4:24, you sent him a text in the morning.
Okay.
What for, man?
I don't remember.
I know you remember.
I don't.
Because he remembers. And Jose tells me, as messed up as you guys got with the dope and the beer and everything that day, he still remembers, and he gets messed up. When that dude drinks, he gets jacked up. He gets violent. He gets something that you don't ever want to see. And he remembers all this stuff. But one of the other things is when, during this time frame when you aren't texting Jose, your phone shows up somewhere other than your house.
Okay.
This is a location of around the area where your phone was
Located?
yeah, picked up by the towers. But this was during this time frame when you guys aren't texting, which is, you know, it doesn't say the exact time here. It's around 1:30 in the morning. These things came out. When you guys are, what? You're together. No, I know you're together because your phone and his phone
We're in the same area?
are in the same damn place.
Yeah.
I showed Jose these. He explained why you guys were there.
Okay.
But yours showed up at the same place his does. You wanna know where that place is at?
Where?
Would it help you remember if I told you?
Maybe.
It's Ortiz residence, right?
Yeah.
That's the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
That's where your phone came up.
At the bridge?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not exact. I mean, it's within a ballpark, but you were there that night.
Okay.
And I'm not talking 6 o'clock in the afternoon. This is some pretty late hours.
Okay.
This is the night that the Ortizes actually died.
Okay.
So why was your phone there?
I don't know. Maybe I was with Jose and them. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, Nick, after this, you and Jose barely spoke.
Yeah.
The reason, after this day, I know that you guys barely spoke because, like I said, I have the records.
Yeah.
I highlighted your number in it. I literally didn't have to use a highlighter much after this date. It was an occasional text,
Yeah.
with the exception of Sunday night.
Yeah.
Which is when the cops were in the area. This is when the cops got called to the Ortiz residence. That's you and Jose.
Okay.
So yeah, this is when the lights and sirens were in your area. At this time,
Alright.
after they drove past your house, the cops, lights and sirens. So, all I'm saying, Nick, is I just want your honesty.
I'm honestly,
Because I know you know what you were doing there. It's hard to forget going there. I mean, you remember going to Lloyd and Dixie's to steal the gun. I
Yeah.
get that. That's something that you're gonna remember.
yeah.
You know, it's not normal for you to be in El Rancho at this time of the morning with Nick, or with Jose, sorry. But we need to know what you guys were up to.
I don't know, maybe I was with him and Ashley, I don't know.
Well, I know you were with them.
Yeah.
Because you wanna know something that's really interesting? Her phone shows the same spot.
On the bridge.
Well, it's near the bridge. Hers is a little bit further away,
Oh,
but it's at the same time. And I said they don't give an exact location. They give within, a couple hundred yards.
yeah.
But hers is right there at the same time.
Okay.
So I know your phone passed through there pretty late. And the reason that this is alarming is because you guys are the only ones on that Saturday night and the Sunday morning that were communicating. And there's phone calls that were actually placed from your phone right near that residence, right near the Ortizes. Why?
I don't know.
Do you lend your phone to people?
Yeah, of course I lend my phone to people.
Will they take it with them?
What person doesn't? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I lent my phone to Troy at one time, and he kept it for a whole, 2 days.
Okay. So that day, do you remember lending your phone to someone?
I don't know, probably. I mean, I don't remember, but I don't know if I did or not.
Do you think the possibilities of you lending your phone to someone are high or low?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and tell you high or tell you low. I'm just gonna tell you I don't know.
So after Jose dropped you off at your house, what happened then?
I watched a few movies. I woke my dad up around 12, 1 in the morning and tell him Happy Father's Day.
Okay.
After that, I went to sleep.
Alright, you never went back out of the house again?
I don't think so.
You don't think so, or you're for sure that you didn't go?
I didn't. I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so? So there is a possibility that you left your house again? Is there?
No, I didn't leave.
Oh, so you stayed home?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Nick, you ever been in trouble before?
Yes, I've been in trouble. I've been in trouble a lot in the past.
In Saudi, right?
Yes, it's ugly.
Right. how did Jose treat you when you were with him?
What do you mean?
Yeah, when you guys were hanging out together, how did he treat you?
Treated me well,
Well,
I guess, yeah.
okay. So what brought this rivalry against both of you?
I was dating his cousin at the time, Amber, and
okay.
she started, all of them, they all started smoking crack and getting into heroin, and I just didn't want to get into that life, so I just cut off all connections. I blocked my number from them, I moved, I stopped talking to them, I stopped talking to Eric, all of them, and they didn't like that.
Was Eric in heroin too?
No.
Into heroin? No. So why did you drop him?
Cause he was pretty good friends with Jose and them, and I didn't want to talk to any of them at the time.
Thought Eric was better of a friend with you than with him.
At the time, not really, because I had messed up with some money with them because we had started selling weed, and I spent the money, and he got mad at that, and we kind of
Broke
iffy.
everything up.
Yeah.
Well, those times that you've been in trouble suck, right?
Yeah.
Never been in jail before?
No.
Jose has, right?
Mhm.
So Jose knows how things turn out to be when you get into jail, right?
Mhm.
So what I want you to understand is that we have a lot, right? We spoke to a lot of people, a lot. You have no idea how many people we spoke to.
Oh, I believe you.
All right. So we've done a lot of legwork on this case.
Mhm.
All right. And it's kind of frustrating. It is when you come up with these individuals that start lying to you. It is.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And they have all the right to do so. We don't care. All right. We don't care at all because we have everything we need. However, sometimes when they start doing that, like Agent Bob and I told you earlier, is that starts marking you down,
Mhm.
right? So now you got the district attorney looking at the report, and he's marking you down. It starts moving further down the road,
Yeah.
and people start marking you down as a liar,
Yeah.
right? I think it's best for you, to be honest, all right? Be honest, be completely truthful about everything, all right? There's something that you're just not telling us. And listen, we respect that. That's your decision, not ours, all right? We did our work, we did our homework, we did everything we could. So the thing that we want from you is to be completely honest with us.
And I have been. I mean, over all these years, I've given you guys everything you want. I've given you fingerprints. I've given you pictures of my shoes. I've given you DNA swabs. I've given you statements after statements after statements. I've come in with you guys every single time you've asked me. No questions asked. No arguments. I've never hid from you guys. I've never ran. I mean, I don't know what else I could do. I'm being completely honest. I have been all these years. I mean, I want this to be over as much as you guys do. Believe me, I do. I'm tired of having to look over my shoulder. I'm tired of.
Why are you looking over your shoulder?
Because I know you guys follow me. I'm not dumb. I see you guys every now and then. I do. We go long distance trips, like when we go to get bud and stuff, and the same vehicles follow us the whole entire way. I've seen you guys. I'm not dumb. And I'm tired of it. I just want it to be over.
So you got the message from your mom.
What message?
Did you get the message when we went looking for you the other day?
Yeah, I was at the hospital when my nephew was being born.
Alright. And if you want to get done with it so fast and over with and forget about it, why is it that you didn't even bother contacting Bob now?
I didn't know how to contact you guys.
Your mom didn't give you the phone number?
No, she didn't give me the number. I mean, and like I said, I didn't run. I didn't try and hide from you guys. I knew you guys were coming to talk to me. I didn't try and hide. I didn't try and go stay anywhere. I went to my house, and like, you guys came to my house this morning. You knocked. You asked for me. I told you I'd go put on some shoes and stuff, and I came out with you guys. No questions asked. No argument. Nothing. I didn't try and run. I came out with you guys.
Yeah, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want you to just get it over with, done,
Yeah,
and forget about it.
That's what I want as well.
Okay. So, you know, for some reason, like I said, which I respect, you know, that's your decision, not mine, right? It's real easy for us to push the paper and show it to the DA and let them make the decision.
Mhm.
That's real easy. However, I think, you know, for your own
Sick.
sake and for helping yourself, you know, all we want is the truth. That's it, right? Jose, you know, and like he said, we're not gonna bullshit you. We're not here to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Jose told us something completely different than what you told us.
Okay.
All right. Now that's one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we get another individual. All right. Which also told us something completely different than what you told us. All right. So now we got two.
Okay.
All right. Later we keep on talking, and guess what? We find a third one. All right. So we got three individuals saying something completely different than what you're saying. All right. Now these three individuals that I just mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
okay, their statements match. So why is it that they're saying something different than you are, and their statements are matching? Do you think that they're sitting down, making sure that all their statements are going to be matching?
I doubt it, but I don't know. It's a possibility. You never know. I mean,
You think they might be doing something like that to hurt you?
do you have any idea how much these people hate me?
Why is that?
Because I completely cut off everything between me and them. I screwed up things. They hate me.
They hate you for
At one point, they wanted to beat the crap out of me till I was almost dead.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
They did beat you up?
No, they wanted to.
Okay, how did you know that?
Because they've threatened me before.
How?
Hashed and all his, they have these two guys, Joe, I don't remember the other one's name, but those guys, they completely hate me. They told me that if I were to ever mess up with Amber or with their family or anything, that I'd pay for it, that I'd get my ass kicked. And I've seen them do it to other people before, so I believe them.
Okay. And these are related to Jose?
I don't know if they're related to them, but they're well involved with each other.
So that's why you're kind of scared.
Of course, I mean, I don't go near a rancho or anything anymore, and if I see Jose or I see any of those people at all, I mind my business and I completely get away from them as fast as I can. I don't go near them at all. I don't go into contact or nothing.
And that's just for your own safety?
Yeah, and plus for my family's safety. These people go after, I don't know if they would, but I'm pretty sure that if they had to, they would. That they'd go after my family, and I don't want my family mixed up in crap like that because of my past. My little sisters and all that, they go to their friends and all this, and I don't want them seeing them one day and telling them that they're gonna find me or that they're giving them a message or something and they hit them or something like that. I don't want that to happen. So I just avoid all contact, everything with them. In other words, yeah, I hide from them.
Okay.
I'm terrified of these people, you have no idea. I've seen them do things that shouldn't be done.
Beatings or anything like that?
Beatings, I've seen them threaten people, and I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to my family.
So do you think I should believe Jose's statement?
That's up to you guys. Like you guys said, you have three people that all their statements match. So you have reason to believe them over me. And I'm not gonna argue with you guys or nothing. I'm just telling you that what I'm telling you is what I remember.
Some of these people that we talk to put themselves with you, so they're not trying to get you in trouble. They put themselves with you that night. You know, so we have reason to believe their statements because they put themselves getting into trouble. We know what they did. They told us what they did. You know, we're not here to judge, but we wanna know what else you did that night.
Mm,
And these people come up and say, I was here, I was with Nick. Somebody actually said that. And I'll be honest with you, that's what I'll say.
okay.
I'm not here to throw him under the bus, I'm here to be straight up with you.
Yeah.
You deserve to know what's being said out there.
Yeah.
I know you guys were together very early into Sunday morning.
And
You know, and if you want to deny it, that's
I'm
that's
not
up to
denying
you.
it. I'm not denying it at all. I'm giving
So
you
you're
guys
saying you were
honest-
with him?
No,
You either were or you weren't.
I wasn't.
So if you say you're not, and we know you were through the cell phone, through Jose's statement, through another person's statement that was there,
I used
you're
to
not
have
telling the truth.
I used to have him give me rides to Whitney's all the time. That could have been another thing.
Well, he didn't drive.
Yeah, he drove all the time.
Not that night.
Well, I don't know.
But I know you know who drove, because we know who drove. We've talked to all these people. Nick, we've done so much work, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
These people have finally decided to say, you know what, I don't want to lie to you guys anymore, this is what happened. This is what we did that night, this is where we went, this is what we were going there for, and this is what happened after we went there. And I'll be honest with you, where they went was down Coral Street, down by the Ortiz's house. So why are these people putting themselves at or around the Ortiz residence and saying they were with you? Why would they throw themselves under the bus?
I don't know.
That's what we're saying. I mean, these people are being, and I have so much respect for that. I have a lot of respect for these people telling us the truth. But when somebody, and I'll be honest with you, your story doesn't make sense. Everything that happened that night doesn't make sense. Some of it's true, you know, you're being honest on some of it you're not. And that's what we're here to do, is we're here trying to get the truth out of you.
And I've been giving you the truth.
Well,
These years.
you've given us the truth, but you also chose not to tell us some things.
I mean-
And by doing that, you're not telling us the truth.
No, I don't know. I don't know what to
Because
tell you.
everybody knows that you remember more that night.
Don't.
Because this doesn't look good for you, Nick. I'm gonna be honest with you. With you telling us that you don't remember more, you don't remember more, but I tried to help you remember the best that I could. You know, if you don't want to remember, that's not something we can actually say that you were being truthful. You know, we've done a lot of research on this investigation. It's not something that we just picked up overnight and, hey, we're here today and yesterday it happened.
Mhm.
We don't have anything. We have tons of stuff. We're not following you around because we like to follow you.
Yeah.
You know, we know what's up. We know these text messages that were sent that night. We know about everything.
Well, with all due respect to you guys and all that, I'd really like to just stop talking and go home now.
Okay.
I have given you everything you guys have asked for, and I'd like to go home.
Well, that's your choice. Unfortunately, you didn't tell us the whole truth, and that's up to you whether or not you want to talk to us.
Do you guys have a card or anything I could call you?
Yeah, I gave your mom a card with my cell phone number on it too, but I'll give you another one.
Can you give me it? Because she's not going to give it to me.
Yeah, I'll give you one. It's not an issue.
Before you leave too, I want you to think about this real good, alright? There's people out there that we know,
Mm-hmm.
alright, that know what happened that night,
Okay.
right? Those people are taking advantage of you, alright? The way that they're taking advantage of you is that they're coming forward before you are.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, they're telling us things before you can tell us about those incidents, or that incident, right? And this game here is gonna basically work like this. Whoever comes first and just says straight up, you know what, I'm done, I wanna tell the truth, that's the person that's gonna end up winning. Alright, not the other ones. The other ones are gonna be lost. Alright? Because this is just like a football game. You watch football?
Hardly.
Hardly baseball?
I don't really watch any sports.
No sports at all? Right? That person, whenever he gets to home
All
run,
right, Nick. All right, I'm gonna give you a card, and that's it. If you want to talk, that's up to you. And I'll leave it at that. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna write my cell phone number on here. You can get a hold of me.
All right. And you'll be available any time of the day?
Absolutely. If you call me, I'll answer.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in, and we'll get you a ride back home. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. This concludes the interview at 1:31.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, go ahead, it's yours. Get you home, sit down with your day, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely.